All right, it's been a little bit since I covered this thing. We've been waiting for this accumulation here to do something, and we are finally getting a breakout here. All right, I want to show you one of the biggest reasons for this thing. Then we're going to come right back to this chart, but the biggest reason is right here, Bitcoin. All right, you can see it broke out of this overhead resistance, this blue line right here. In fact, I will turn that. Let's just turn that yellow for now so we don't get confused with this blue line up here. You can see the breakout of that resistance here. This is on the daily chart, okay? Had this overhead resistance coming down, got the breakout, and obviously Bitcoin leads the market here, right? We're going to put a trend line on this to follow this up, all right? Just like that. So this Bitcoin should, as long as it's staying in an uptrend, follow this path right on this line like this, okay? If it breaks through it, then we know this is a fake out, just a fake move up, all right? As long as it holds that line, then we know we're in good shape. Now let's go back to Singularity Net here, all right? Because there's a few big things happening here. Number one, you can see the breakout of that resistance. Let's open this chart up. There we go. All right, this is on the daily. You can see the breakout right here, all right? Now it's heading up here. I would expect it probably to come up somewhere near the 20 cent area. That's going to be one of the first major resistance areas here. Let's see here. I'm going to get this as perfect as I can. Right about there. All right, right about 20 cents even. All right, if we get the breakout from there, this thing could go a lot higher, and I'm going to show you why. All right, first off, the daily RSI is getting to the top. It's at a 97 and a 79. But look at the weekly. The weekly is just turning up, all right? Back here it had a little bit of a fake up, but this thing is finally, it's at a 14 and a 7. And you can see what happened here. This thing came down. I'll show you here. It ended up, you can see the 5 waves right here. Had 5 Elliott waves down. 2, 3, 4, 5. Then it ended up doing actually a 6 and a 7. And usually if you get a 7, the 7 waves down, that signifies, a bottom. All right, obviously it's come in on here on Singularity Net. Not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor, guys, but I'd be watching for big moves coming out of this thing, okay? As soon as it broke this resistance right here, this accumulation's been going on since what? Basically August 17th. You had all of September in here, and finally on October 1 is when we get the break. All right, so let's look at the 12-hour RSI, get near the top. All right, honestly, we're going to put a trend line on this thing too, right here. All right, track this momentum upward. The 8-hour right at the top, and the 4-hour is also at the top. All right, so a lot of times what you'll get, I would expect a bigger candle coming out of this thing. I'd like to see some more volume coming in right here, but I would expect a bigger candle coming up and then a back test. All right, maybe a shoot up to that 20 cent area, then a roll over back down to back test that as support, and then fire up out of here. So expecting big things out of Singularity. We've been waiting for a while for this thing. I mean, on the weekly back here, you can see right down here on this RSI too, it's pointed upward, and it is at a 43. What are we at here? 43.8 and a 43.84. All right, but bullish. All right, we have gotten a big green weekly candle here. All right, I just want to see volume come in to back this breakout up. We need volume. Obviously, we got the monthly RSI trying to flip up. It's at a 27. The number's right over here, 27 and a 29, and you can see that thing just on the verge of breaking up here. So keep your eye on Singularity Net, guys. I think your time might be arriving for this thing. Could get a pretty good push out of this, especially with that weekly. If you look back here on the past, let's bring that weekly up. Last time the weekly did push up was this move right here, all right, which ended up being, oh, wow, 14x. You know, even if you take it way down here, that's a 10x. All right, so not saying it's going to do a 10x from here, but things are definitely looking up for this thing, no question about it. All right, so all right, guys, thank you very much. Obviously, Bitcoin plays a huge part in this, so keep your eye on Bitcoin as well. But things look good for this thing. We need volume coming in though. Have a great day, everybody. I'll talk to you soon.